Hi guys, welcome to my channel My Adventure Planet. Today I am talking about my 4-day trip to Hampi. So let us do it. So here I am just showing you around the places which you shouldn't miss whenever you come to Hampi. And for those who want to know more about the architecture of Hampi and Vijayanagara Empire, they can follow my blog which covers the entire 4 days itinerary of my trip. So this is a shrine housing the statue of Ganesha. The statue inside is one of the largest monolithic statue of Lord Ganesha that exists in the southern part of India. The shrine is situated on the slope of Hampi Hill in Hampi. So next is Lakshmi Narasimha Statue, the biggest monolithic statue in entire Hampi. The original sculpture had a small figure of goddess Lakshmi, consort of Narasimha, sitting on his lap. The gigantic statue was vandalized and mutilated in 1565 AD during the raid by Mughals that led to the fall of Vijayanagara Empire. So next to Lakshmi Narasimha statue, you can see Badavilinga temple, where there is a huge Shivalinga situated inside a small stone chamber. Some interesting facts here is like the stone chamber doesn't have a ceiling, and the Shivalinga has a large pedestal that is circular in shape, and this pedestal stands on a bed of water. This is due to the fact that the shrine always remains filled with water as a water channel flows through. So next is Prasanna Virupaksha temple, which is one of the oldest temples in Hampi. The temple has remained buried for over 400 years before it was discovered in the 1980s decade. An interesting fact about Prasanna Virupaksha temple is that it is located a few meters below the ground level, so it is also called as underground Shiva temple. The reason behind such a unique construction of the temple is unknown. Another thing to note is that the sanctum of the temple remains submerged under stagnant water throughout the year. During the monsoon season, the water level rises inside the temple and submerges the floor of the Mahamandapa and other mandapas, so the visitors' entry is restricted during. We made sure we are well hydrated while traveling around, as here it is really hot at noon time. Now we are at Elephant Stable, which was constructed in the 15th century. The elaborate structure indicates the importance attached to the royal elephants during those days. The Elephant Stable in Hampi is one of the finest examples of Indo-Islamic style of architecture. The Archaeological Museum at Kamalapura is a small but significant museum that preserves the relics and artifacts related to the Vijayanagara Empire and its ruins. This structure is called Lotus Mahal, which is designed as a palace for royal ladies of those times to mingle around and enjoy recreational activities. This is called as King's Audience Hall or Darbar. It was a building that served as a king's court, and it was the same place where the king used to meet his subjects and address their grievances. An interesting fact to note is that it was a hall with 100 pillars, as is proved by the number of pillar sockets. So it is also called as 100-pillared hall. The socket of the 100 pillars are arranged in an array of 10 into 10 on a platform of the building. These are the remnants of the pillars that had once supported the superstructure of the building. It is believed that the superstructure of the building was mostly made of wood and the pillars were carved out of the sandalwood trees. This is the reason cited by many experts behind the complete destruction of the superstructure. These are the sacred water tanks that are attached to the temples, and it is called as Pushkarinis. Most of the major temples in Hampi have a Pushkarini built near to them. Now we are going to the most famous tourist destination in Hampi, the Vijayanagar Temple. It is an ancient monument that is well known for its exceptional architecture and unmatched craftsmanship. The temple is located in the northeastern part of Hampi, near the banks of Tungabhadra river. The iconic temple has amazing stone structures such as the incomparable stone chariot and the fascinating musical. The road leading to the temple is in a completely ruined state. The road was once the location of a thriving marketplace. The market was known as the Hampi Bazaar and was famous for horse trading. The ruins of the market can be seen on both sides of the road. There are carvings inside the temple that represent the images of foreigners trading horses. The temple complex has many halls, shrines and pavilions located inside it. Each of these structures is made of stone and each structure is a beauty in itself. Notable among these structures are the Shrine of Goddess, Mahamandapa, Rangamandapa, Kalyana Mandapa, Utsava Mandapa and the famous stone chariot. The richly sculpted stone chariot, which is considered to be the most stunning architecture of the Vijayanagara kingdom, is here. The Renga Mandapa is one of the main attractions of the Vithala temple. The large mandapa is renowned for its 56 musical pillars. Every main pillar is surrounded by 7 minor pillars. These 7 pillars emit 7 different musical notes from the representative musical instruments. The notes emanating from these pillars vary in sound quality depending on whether the instrument is a percussion, string or wind instrument. Now we are near the banks of Tungabhadra river. The day was really tiring and temperature was extremely high here, so we all needed a little time to cool down. This is Sugriva's cave, which was once the abode of the mythical monkey warrior Sugriva, a great devotee of Lord Rama. This is Chakratirtha, which is considered to be one of the holiest places in the ruined city. It is located on the banks of the river Tungabhadra, close to the Kodandarama temple. This passage connects Chakratirtha and Kodandarama temple to Hampi Bazaar. This is the same passage used by royal family at the old times while they visit Chakratirtha. Now we are going to Shishio Ganesha temple and from there to the sunset point. Shishio Ganesha temple is a huge statue of Lord Ganesha carved out of a single block of rock. So now we are at the sunset point, which is near to the Shishio Ganesha temple. We came a little early so that we can get a good location to sit and set our cameras ready for the sunset view. Slowly people are coming now and place is getting crowded. After capturing that beautiful sunset, we decided to finish the day as we were really tired due to all this travel. We woke up early morning to capture the sunrise from Madonna Hills. We need to trek for around 45 minutes to reach the top. It was a bit tiring, but worth the effort we took. Being at the center of Hampi and also the highest point, Madonna Hilltop is the best spot to get an aerial view of Hampi and its environs. Madonna Hill is one of the important locations mentioned in the Hindu mythology Ramayana. The place was the hermitage of sage Madonna. Monkey Prince Bali killed a buffalo demon called Dunduvi and thrown the corpse onto the sacred Madonna Hill. Angry at this act, sage Madonna cursed Bali that he could never venture onto this hill. Later, Dunduvi's son Mayavi fought with Bali to avenge his father's death. Bali chased him into a cave and asked his brother Sugriva to stand guard outside. After a while, thinking that Bali was killed in the fight, Sugriva closed the cave. Finally, Bali emerged from the cave and chased Sugriva out of the monkey kingdom. Sugriva, along with his warrior general Hanuman, took refuge at the Madonna Hill as Bali could not climb this hill. Lord Rama killed Bali and crowned Sugriva as the king of monkeys later. Though this myth is generally associated with the Vaishnava cult, the ancient temple located at the hilltop is that of Vidabhadra, a cult deity associated with Lord. The north part of hill practically ends at the south bank of Tungabhadra river, where the Kodandarama temple is located. The eastern ridge shares its border with the Achyutaraya's temple. The south is generally an irrigated valley where the zigzagging Turtu canal and a cart track is located. This path leads us to Krishna Buzzer. Krishna Buzzer is relatively newly excavated site in Hampi. As the name indicates, this bazaar is associated with the Krishna temple. Basically, this was the car street for the temple. The sacred tank Pushkarni of the temple too is located next to the Krishna Buzzer. Unlike the many car streets associated with other large temples in Hampi, Krishna Buzzer is a bit low-lying with respect to the relatively elevated site of the temple. So, you will find a series of broad steps in front of the Krishna temple to reach the bazaar street. Thanks to the low-lying terrain, the whole bazaar got buried in a silt over the time. This area later turned into thickest of banana plantations. So, before the excavations, it was impossible to tell that it was a marketplace. Hampi Bazaar is a unique attraction of Hampi, located in front of the Virupaksha temple. The Hampi Bazaar is a well-known marketplace that spreads for more than 1 kilometer. The road passing through the market has series of old pavilions on both sides. Nandi or monolithic bull is said to be the mount of Lord Shiva, and it is symbolic because it faces Lord Shiva shrine Virupaksha temple located opposite end of the street about a kilometer from it. A little distance from the Nandi, one can spot a tall stone lamp post with the metal spikes over it. Now we are on the way to Yantrodharaga Hanuman Temple. Dedicated to Lord Hanuman, the Yantrodharaga Hanuman Temple gets its name from the image of Hanuman placed inside an amulet. The position of Hanuman is different from any other image of Lord Hanuman that can be found in Hampi. This temple is the second most important shrine dedicated to Lord Hanuman in Hampi. This is Achyutaraya temple, which is built in 1534 AD. It is one of the major, splendid and awe-inspiring temples of Hampi, located between the Madonna Hills and Gandhamadana. This magnificent temple represents Vijayanagara architecture style of temples in its best and most improved form. This was among the last dazzling temples that were constructed in the celebrated city of Hampi prior to the decline of Vijayanagara Empire. next destination is octagonal bath. This structure, as the name indicates, is a gigantic bathing area made in the shape of an octagon. The bath shelter is designed with an octagonal shaped platform at the middle and an encircling pillared veranda around it. The next couple of days we spent in Hampi Island, which is also called as Hippie Island because of the vibrant hippie culture there. Hampi Island is situated across the Tungabhadra river. It takes 5 minutes to travel to the island via coracle or boat. Hampi Island is more of a chill out place rather than a spiritual one. There are many restaurants, shacks, etc. which will provide you all kind of food and even beer. As per the local people, this is the grave of Vijayanagara Emperor Sri Krishna but historians are still in a state of conflict here. This is Anjaneyadri Hill, which is the birthplace of Hanuman. At the top of this hill, there is a temple dedicated to Hanuman, the monkey warrior god. According to Hindu mythology, he was born to Anjana, thus Hanuman is also known as Anjaneya, and his birthplace as Anjaneyadri. So here I am signing off, and I love to hear from you guys, so please give your valuable comments below. If you like my video, kindly like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you and keep supporting.